All right, let's just jump right into it. There's this massive, and I mean massive, shift happening right now in how wealth is actually created. We're talking about a move away from, the old world of human intuition and gut feelings, and into an era where investing is completely driven by data, by algorithms, and yeah, artificial intelligence. So it really makes you stop and think, right? What about your own portfolio? Is it kind of stuck in the past? Is your strategy built for the world we live in today? Or is it still playing by rules from a totally different era? It's a super important question to ask because, well, the technology has already sprinted ahead. And look, this isn't just some abstract idea. Why should you care? Well, it all boils down to this one really critical number, 4.2%. So what is that? That's the average annual outperformance, what the pros call alpha, that AI-powered portfolios are generating over the old-school human-managed funds. Yeah, 4.2%. Okay, so let's dig into our first section here, the widening performance gap. And it's not just a fancy name, it's a real measurable difference. And frankly, it seems to be getting wider every year. Let's break down exactly why the old ways of investing are starting to get left in the dust. And this really lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got traditional investing. It's all about gut feelings, right? It gets clouded by emotional bias, and let's be honest, it's slow. There's only so much one person can analyze. But then you look at the other side, AI-powered investing. It's purely data-driven. It's totally emotionless in its execution, and it can analyze just an insane amount of data, like instantly. All right, next up, beyond the hype. You hear AI investing thrown around everywhere, right? It's become this huge buzzword. But it's so important to cut through all that noise. What does it really mean when we get down to brass tacks? Let's dig into the actual mechanics of how this stuff works. So, at its heart, the AI advantage really comes from two main things, two pillars. First, it can process just enormous amounts of regular data. We're talking thousands of earnings reports, that kind of thing, in a flash. But the second part is maybe even cooler. It can analyze all these new kind of unconventional data sources to find an edge, something a human analyst would totally miss. And this is where it gets really, really cool. Let's talk about alternative data. We are so far beyond just looking at balance sheets here. I mean, think about it. AI can use satellite images to literally count the cars in a store's parking lot to predict their quarterly sales. Or it can scan millions of news headlines to figure out the overall mood of the market. It's like getting a secret preview of the economic data before anyone else. So, okay, AI has this huge data advantage. We get that. But honestly, its most powerful edge might actually be psychological. This next part is all about the emotionless advantage, because it removes the single biggest risk factor in almost any portfolio, which, let's face it, is us. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. The greatest advantage isn't its intelligence in the human sense, but its absolute emotional detachment. Think about that. It doesn't get scared during a market crash. It doesn't get greedy during a bubble. It just executes the strategy. No drama. And you can see the direct result of that right here. Look at the human cycle. It's driven by fear and greed, right? We all do it. We panic sell when things are crashing, and we chase stocks when they're at their absolute peak. But the machine? It follows a cold, logical strategy, like mean reversion. Now, that's just a fancy term for systematically buying stuff when it's on sale, when it's oversold, and selling it when it gets too expensive, all without paying any attention to the market panic or hype. Okay, so we've talked a lot about the why AI is so effective. Now let's get into the how. We're going to open up the AI strategy toolkit and look at the three big methods the pros are using right now. This table gives us a great snapshot of the top three. First up, you've got predictive rebalancing. That uses complex neural networks to basically shield your portfolio when the market gets really choppy. Then there's algorithmic arbitrage. This one is all about pure speed, using high-frequency trading to snap up tiny, tiny price differences between different exchanges. And finally, NLP sentiment scoring. This is the one that reads the news and social media to gauge the public mood and then makes trades based on that sentiment. It's a pretty powerful set of tools, right? So, you might be thinking, this sounds super complicated. But here's the great news. You really don't need to be a data scientist to get in on this. These tools are getting more and more user-friendly. So let's make this practical. Let's talk about your first AI portfolio and walk through a simple way you can get started. It really just comes down to three basic steps. Step one, you've got to find a broker or a platform that actually has these AI tools integrated.
Step 2, apply a simple allocation rule, the 70-30 rule, which we'll get to in just a sec. And step 3, and this is crucial, you have to remember that you are still in charge. You're the one who sets the hard parameters, like a stop loss. You tell the machine how much risk you're willing to take.
And that brings us to the 70-30 rule. It's a really common and pretty smart framework. The idea is simple. Keep the bulk of your portfolio, that big 70% chunk, in safe, stable, boring index funds. That's your core. Then you take the other 30% and put it into what's called a satellite. And that's where you use these AI-powered strategies to hunt for that extra performance, that alpha we talked about. So where does that leave us? At the end of the day, it kind of feels like you either adapt to this new world or you really risk getting left behind. The whole landscape of investing is shifting under our feet. And well, the final numbers don't lie. Just take a look at the performance gap from 2025. The average traditional investor, they got a 12.4% return. Not bad. But the average AI-powered investor, they walked away with 16.6%. And there it is, clear as day, that 4.2% difference. Now, I know what you're thinking. 4.2%? Is that really a big deal? In 1 year, maybe not. But this is where the magic of compounding comes in. Over a decade, that little 4.2% difference can snowball into nearly 50% more total wealth. That's not just a small edge, that's a genuinely life-changing amount of money. So, I'll just leave you with this one final question to think about. We're living in an age of data where machines can analyze, adapt, and execute with a speed and logic that we just can't match. So in this new world, is it possible that the biggest risk to your portfolio isn't the market, but just plain old guesswork?